2 weekends ago, I was blessed to travel to Sevierville, Tennessee. It's about 45 minutes to an hour from the Knoxville airport. It's in the Smoky Mountains, Dolly's hometown. And I didn't go for the tourist attraction or to see the mountains. I went to develop myself personally. A little bit of background on how I ended up there. Early in the month of April, I got an invitation, which I was shocked that I got, to be part of a very small group that was going to go literally be immersed in a cabin where you really couldn't go anywhere, a $2.5 million cabin that had a bowling alley, an indoor swimming pool, slides, swings, a basketball court, pickleball court, tennis, everything you could possibly imagine. It's just probably the most incredible venue I had ever been in my life. I went because I wanted to grow myself personally. I wanted to grow myself in my certification as a ketone optimization coach. I wanted to grow myself as a community builder and leader in our company. But before I get into the nitty gritty of what I'm going to share of my takeaways from the weekend, I want to tell you a funny story. So of course we did all the things. Sunday morning we went to Anarchista theme park to ride the roller coasters. And we're getting ready to ride the Hellbender, which is a 1-track straight down the mountain. I'm looking at it, it's this hairpin curve and then it goes straight down. So you're in a cart, I get to the front of the line, the guy has me all seat belted in. I say to him, because you can control your speed, I say to him, okay, lever forward is faster, lever back is brake, don't rear end anybody, is there anything else I need to know? He's like, no, you're good. And then he says to me, and it'll get really interesting when a bear jumps the track. And I look at him, and I'm like, you are kidding me, right? And he looks at his watch, and he's like, no, it happened about 2 hours ago. And shoves me down the roller coaster. I didn't even know what to think. I just thought it was a very funny interaction that I got to have over the weekend. It was really a transformative weekend, and I've honed in on 3 things that I want to share with you this morning that I took away from the weekend. The first thing is fun is fuel. We arrived, we visited, chatted, got to know each other better, we would train, and then we would work our business. And that was the mojo and the flow of the entire weekend. We're gaining constantly deeper relationships, and then we train, and then we go work our business. And the takeaway that I had from that was that incorporating that fun and that fellowship and that community made the results come easier. I was locked in that cabin with those crazy people for 60 hours, and I had the best results in my business I've had in a long time. So that's my takeaway on fun is fuel. When you incorporate fun and play, it makes the results come easier. Now, number 2, growth takes courage. I almost made the decision not to go. I got the invitation to go April 7th or 8th, and I needed to be on a plane to Knoxville on the 24th. I was not planning on going to Knoxville last month. But I knew in my gut that I had to go. It's like, even if you just take in the mountains, slide through the weekend, make some new friendships, it'll all be good. You can't say no to this opportunity. So when I walked in the door, I was greeted by our new president, who I'd never met in person before. And right then and there, I gave myself a pep talk. I was like, you just charged $900 to get here. You are gonna play full out. You are gonna glean and sponge every single thing that you can from this weekend. You are not gonna enjoy the view, and the views were incredible. You are gonna play full out. So I made that decision right then and there. You know, I could have decided to play small, but I didn't. And not just because of all that I learned over the weekend, was it a transformative, incredible weekend. But it was because I made the decision the minute I walked in the door that I was going to play full out for 60 hours straight. I think that is what the magic was of what happened in the weekend. The third point I want to share is we rise to the level of the people that we surround ourselves. And we're a bunch of entrepreneurs in here. We know that we are the sum of the people that we hang out with. Either they're pushing us to be better or they got us at home watching Netflix at night. 5 of the 35 people that I was locked in this cabin with for the weekend were people that have earned well over $1 million in my health and wellness business. I had access to them 24/7. They were right by my side. I could say, what would you do next? How would you handle this situation? Coach me through this. And the energy in the cabin was tremendous. I mean, there wasn't anybody there that was joking around. You don't make the commitment to go and be locked up, and even though we had a lot of fun, be honed in on your business for 60 hours straight and blocking out other distractions. So the atmosphere of that changed my mindset. You know, I got to room with Kate Higdon. You probably don't know that name, but she's legendary in our company. She's made well over $1 million. And I had her all weekend to mentor me and help me in everything that I was doing. And it was just a great relationship that we are developing. So that was exciting and, led to the shift. But I came out of that weekend a better business leader. My mindset transformed. And my takeaway from that is back to the people that we surround ourselves. Because of who I was locked in that cabin with all weekend, I played full out, bigger all weekend. And it was just absolutely transformative for me. I came home more confident, more clear, more committed than ever because of that weekend. And remember, I just decided not to go. So the last thing I want to leave you all with a thought, because I know everyone in this room is passionate about something. Dad's passionate about God's healing power and ministry. Pam's passionate about helping people to be financially stable. Tony's passionate about the building they're getting up to help the homeless. But personal growth is universal, even though we all have different passions. So the encouragement and the challenge that I have for you this morning is when you have the opportunity to step into a room or a cabin with people that you are aligned with, who are playing full out, and who have taken their business to the next level, my encouragement to you is absolutely always say yes. Madam Toastmaster.